Alright, this is our LineBot project, and what it was supposed to do was supposed to be able to follow a black line on a white sheet of paper. And unfortunately, we didn't get the coding down, so it's not able to follow a line exactly. However, we did get it to work. So pushing the switch on the back gets the motors to turn on, and the code tells them to spin at the same speed, almost as if the sensor board doesn't quite read. So what it is the power switch. Power switch goes from the battery, connects the battery and the Arduino board so that it restricts power, so that when you turn it on, the power goes to the Arduino board. And then each motor is plugged into the top of the motor shield, which is plugged into the Arduino board. And so when power is given to the Arduino board, it's given to the motor shield, which tells the motors to move. So by simply turning on the button, the motors move. Also, our 6 sensor infrared sensor board is connected to the motor shield as well, and it has ground power and it has 5 volts power that connects straight in to the motor shield, and then it has 6 output values, one for each sensor. And what that does is that tells the Arduino board what each sensor is reading and where the line is and where the robot is on the line. So putting it together wasn't too much of a challenge. What it mostly is we have a caster wheel on the front, which is just connected to a bracket so it can spin freely, whichever way it needs to go. So that's just connected straight to the front. Then for the motor wheels, each motor has its own hole cut through the side, and then the motor sticks out and is connected with 3 screws, and then the rest of the motor sticks on the inside, and the Arduino board sits straight on top of it. Connected to the back of it, the back on the inside of it is a 4 AA battery pack, which is what connects into the power switch, which is just a simple push button switch. And then there's the hole cut in the floor for the sensor board to go out underneath the robot and read the line. The cardboard in here is for the first sensor board we had, which failed, which didn't work. It was to keep it from shorting out, but it's not a problem with this new one. So what the robot was supposed to do was follow a black line on white paper. However, all it was able to do, and I don't have the paper and black line to demonstrate it right now, but basically all it does is roll forward when turned on. And it does have a little bit of a hiccup in this wheel, so it does kind of veer right a little bit. But mostly that's our video, or that's our Arduino LineBot. So how it works, or I guess the proof for the sensor board working is that I can go ahead and turn on the power, which sends it to the Arduino board, and it'll in turn turn on these 6 sensors. And by putting a negative camera in front of it, I'll be able to show that they're turning on if I turn the lights off and put a heat seeker in front of it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and turn the lights off, and then put my negative camera in front of it, and then when I turn on the robot, you'll be able to see the 6 heat-seeking things. 6 heat-seeking sensors. So, then, alright, so turn the lights back on, and you see that is my sensor board.